Okay, Siyabong Ngezana, we are back at it again. Yo, I spoke to you, I think you're just maybe like a month or 2 months after you had joined FCSB. So just obviously thank you for taking your time to speak to me. It's really a pleasure and it's been great seeing how well you've been doing there. First and foremost, congratulations on your award for Best Foreigner and Best Defender, obviously with a reputable publication. So yeah, thank you for taking your time and congrats on the awards that you recently received.
Uh, Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Yep.
Okay, bro, like let's get into it. So, I mean, it's been a whirlwind. I don't know what's been 12, 13 months, more than that now for you at this Romanian club. Just how has life been? I know we did speak about this generally, but I mean, things can change. Over the last 6 months, how has life been? And did you envision this type of, success when you made this move?
Um, I would say, man, life has been good, um, and obviously, then there, obviously, when I started, things were not easy for me. I needed to adapt, and um, my colleagues actually and the staff they say I adapted so quickly, but for me, I don't think so. And going back to your question. Um, I had this thing in mind. Yeah, I think I had dreams, goals. As a player, you do have goals and dreams, things that you want to achieve. And yeah, I think I achieved some of the things, but I didn't know that it will happen at this time, at this in a different country. Yes, yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people ask this on the posts, like for example, I posted that you won these awards and stuff, and people are going crazy, 40, 50,000 people interacting on the post and stuff like that. But like, do you would you thank Kaizer Chiefs for who you are and the player that you are today? Like, how much how grateful are you for what they've done? Because they are a big part of your upbringing into this football space.
Yeah, actually, I'll say like Kaizer Chiefs played a big role in my life, uh, on and off the field. I wouldn't have been the person that I am today if it wasn't about Kaizer Chiefs. The opportunity that I got. If it wasn't about Kaizer Chiefs, I wouldn't have been in Romania. I don't think I would have been here.
Hmm.
And apart from that, throughout the my career at Kaizer Chiefs, in terms of facing some of the things, playing for Kaizer Chiefs was one of my dream, and it came true. And I'm always gonna be always being grateful for that opportunity. And they built me a lot. Like they built me as a person that I am today in terms of the character.
Hmm.
I think they 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 if it wasn't about Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think I could have made it, or I could have been the strong person that I am today.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be fair to say that this move, like that came by surprise, it took everyone surprise. It's fair to say that it couldn't worked out any better. And I say that because when we spoke the first time, you know, when you came, there was a lot of question marks about you. It took you a while to adapt and to get into the first team. We spoke about Vlad Kiriches, he got injured, you took your chance. But now it's like you're getting compliments from club legends saying you're one of the most important players in the league. You're getting awards. You're almost playing every game. Obviously, when you're injured, you're not there. But I mean, even if you had to write your script yourself, I don't think you would have wrote it any better than what it is right now.
Yeah. Look, I established myself um, here in Romania early. I grabbed the opportunity. It came and I grabbed the opportunity. And, I'm grateful for everything that is happening currently in this moment, and everything. I feel like it moves so fast.
Mm,
Uh, in one season, having so much achievements. For me, like it plays a big chapter in my life that I'll never forget. Winning as a collectively, not just in individual awards. It's not because of I don't want individual awards. I do want them to see myself. One day I had this thing in my mind to see myself winning the event of the season. It was way back in the time I was still playing PSL, but
mm,
the dream didn't come.
yeah.
But it happened, it came here in Romania, in a different country. And I always be grateful, for all the things that I've achieved so far.
Yeah. I mean, you've now played UEFA Champions League qualification. You've won the league. I don't know what you guys did in the domestic cup, but you can remind me. But you're now in the UEFA Europa League proper. It's a completely different format, with this league system and things like that. But you guys are also doing well. I looked at the table recently. Just how is the experience of like that top level European football been? Because I can imagine that, the Champions League qualification, the Europa League is a bit different than the Superliga. So yeah, how have you handled that level of football? And is there any things that's been standing out for you, like moments or things that happened in this European campaign so far that's just, been a highlight?
Yeah, it's such a good experience, playing these competitions. Um, we won the league, we won the Cup of Romania domestic, and obviously, I can say playing this competition, European competition, it's giving I can say I'm gaining a lot of experience. I'm getting a lot of experience. It's much more different than our league in Romania. It's more competitive because you're playing with the teams that won the league, in other countries, and then so it makes it more difficult. So for me, I'm getting a lot of experience. I'm enjoying the tournament as it goes. We also doing well in the cup of European, uh, and we're also doing good in our league. So I think we are heading in the good direction as a team.
But do you feel any different? Like obviously playing, I don't know, Amazulu, Bloemfontein Celtic in your career and playing now. Um, Manchester United is coming up, and the teams you've played, I can't recall the exact clubs that you've played. But you've played some big
Yeah,
clubs down in the Europa. Do you feel any different? Like, do you feel better? Do you feel stronger? Do you feel, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I think since I played this competition, it gave me an access to go to different countries
Mm,
and see the quality, the structure. And been in big stadiums, and you could feel that you're playing an away game, and there's a lot of fans. Also the quality of the fields.
yeah,
Another thing, you can't go just there and be making excuses with the field or something. Everything is in having they have proper structure, you know. So I can say that like everything, and I mean on the pitch, I can say it's how also the I can say the experience, playing with these tough opponents. Everything is in details, everything you win games by detail. That's the only difference you play in those competition
mm.
because you need to pay attention in detail. Otherwise, you lose the game with only just little thing. You
But I'm
win a game with a small margin.
Yeah, but obviously it's with mistakes. I get completely with it. But I'm talking about you personally. Do you feel different? Like, like I was saying, do you feel stronger? Do you feel faster? Do you feel that you've technically have improved? Because obviously, if I play ABC Motsepe League and then I go to NFT, I go to PSL, I'm gonna be better. I'm exposed to more quality. So you personally, do you feel different?
Me personally, yes, I do feel different because how we play this European competition. It's more like everything moves so quick, so you need to be sharp. You
Mm-mm.
need to be good technically. You need to be good you need to be good physically. Even mentally, you need also to be good to be ready. You
Mm.
know, yeah, that's what I feel when I play those games.
I think one of the criticisms against you was obviously your level of concentration a lot of times when you were coming up through the ranks. How have you managed to improve that? Because when you talk about mistakes get punished at that level, concentration is key. Like you can't decide, oh, I'm gonna go in for a rash challenge. I'm not gonna press when my center back pairing is not with me or not aligned with me. So how have you improved your level of concentration? Because it's very key in European football.
Yeah, I can say obviously one of the things, having a good mental health, also having a good preparation. Obviously, they say good preparation leads to good results. So,
Mm,
everything is clear, for me. And it also helped me to be focused on
mm,
my day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Not allowing a lot of things mentally to affect me, but to
mm.
pay more attention, into details also.
Would you say, like, if you can make an example, like just picture this now, like you were at a school in grade 8 to grade 9, eh? And then you go to a new school in grade 10. No? And then you allow yourself to reinvent yourself around people who don't really know you. So I'm making this example because at Kaizer Chiefs, and in the PSL, these fans, they were always attacking you and this and that. And now you go into a completely different environment. Nobody knows who you are. You're just coming in, you a big money signing. Did you feel that? Like, was that like, this is an opportunity for me now to reinvent myself without that pressure and that social media burden, because the only thing that was coming out of South Africa was now positivity. Sia's gone overseas. We love you, Sia. Go well. Go. A change that mindset, or not that mindset, but that you know what I mean. Like there was a completely different vibe around you.
Yeah, I can say obviously. It helped me to change the environment also. It helped me because you start meeting other people, new people, and they teach you new things. You never stop learning. You always keep on improving, and it's a fresh start. Like completely different year, fresh start. New
Mm,
challenges, new environment, and then I had to focus on myself more. To improve every day and to challenge myself.
mm,
And apart from apart from being like improved or working hard and everything, also the good environment is very important also for your mental health.
mm,
um, having good people around you, and people that are heading to, like, are pulling in the same direction you want to go,
mm,
and they helped me a lot, and I felt welcome since day one. Here, since day one, I felt at home, and they gave me love. Sometimes as players, we need love. Most of players, I can say, we need love. In order maybe for us to be at our best.
mm. I mean,
Yeah.
it's obviously also allowed you to dream bigger. Like any other player, if they had to go take a different step. Where do you feel your limit is now? Like, what are the type of dreams that you are having now? What is the limit for Siyang Gezana?
There's no. I don't think that there's limit until I retire. Then I'll look back. Then I was like, okay, now I'm limited. I got into my like retirement, but as long as I still like having two legs, I'm still having a chance to play football. There's no limit. I'll keep on, grinding. I'll keep on dreaming. I'll keep on dreaming big. To challenge myself. Even right now, I don't think like I'll say it's now I won the league, I won the cup, I'm playing in Europa, and I won all these individual awards. It's enough. No, it's not enough for me. I still need to dream. I still need to challenge myself to see myself in a different environment, playing maybe with the in the bigger leagues.
Would you say that part of your dreams is going to Europe's top five leagues because you've had a taste of Romania, very good level. You have a taste of European UCL, UEFA Europa League. Would you say the next step is maybe top five leagues, France, England, Germany, Spain, Italy?
God's willingly, I hope I reach in that stage because it's each and every I think like every young player dreams to play in those leagues, EPL, Spain, Germany, France, you can name them. And it is one of the dreams that we wish to see ourselves. But for me to play in Europe, actually, yeah, I think like it's one of my dreams. It didn't matter where, but to play just in Europe, and it was one of my dreams. And now I'm playing here, and then I can't say like it's enough. I'll keep on striving, I'll keep on knocking, and maybe one day I'll see myself in the top league.
Something that I've obviously not touched on is you getting into Bafana. And it's at the time where Bafana is probably at the most competitive in the last, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years. Um, how was that feeling to get that call from Bafana, getting into the squad with Hugo Brewers, good defenders there, and obviously you being one of the few that's oorkant. Just yeah, how's the experience been with Bafana? Because we're in a good moment, qualified for AFCON, um, potentially going to the World Cup, the qualifiers again now next year. But yeah, how's it been in the national team setup?
For me, I would say it's been it's been good, because for me getting a call up, after a long time and being back to the squad, it means a lot me as a player because playing in Europe, most of players they play in their national teams, you
Yeah.
know. So for me, it's very important also to present my country, not just only my team. Um, yeah, and going back home, it's always good because obviously getting an opportunity to go to see South Africa again. So I think that means a lot for me to play for my country too. And apart from that, I'm used to the players. I played with them before in PSL.
Mm.
So to see all those faces, Dave's because of since under 20, we have been together. So I'm happy to be back, and I just want to say also what a group of talent of players. It's very like also it's very hard. It's not easily to make it in the Bafana because of when you see the squad. It's and young players. I'm talking about like it's young players. It's very very good squad. Yeah, and good environment also to be. With the Hugo Bros. I enjoy myself every time when I'm there.
It actually reminds me, I was looking at some of those old pictures the other day, um, of you. I think it was in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken, the under 20 AFCON. Wiseman, Maluleke, Wiseman Mayiwa, if I'm not mistaken. There,
Mbule,
yeah. I mean,
Etwa,
yeah, it was a it was
Keleto Makhala. Yeah, there's a lot of players. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a quality squad. When you look at Tebza, are you surprised by the level that he's at now? Because he's arguably one of the best midfielders in Africa right now.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like is a different player. And, level of his maturity since he was young at our age, he was very mature. You could see this guy is gonna make it.
Macho and Tebza, hey.
Yeah, he's very mature. Yeah, he was very mature more than us.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he was not like he was. I think around 19 the time we were still playing for Bafana, and then but his level of understanding was more like mature players, like 20 something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So Pep Tebza is I can say one of an example, of young players, good attitude, good human being, and good athlete also.
Mm. I'm sure you could see him as one of those players who can make it at the level that you guys are playing at and in Europe, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had some chat. I said to him jokingly, actually, I said, I'm disappointed you renewed a new contract.
Mm.
Like, why you want to challenge yourself more in playing Europe? He said, no, I had to because he didn't get what he was expecting.
Yeah, yeah.
Expected. So I said, okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you, I don't know if you still follow the PSL, do you?
I do follow the PSL. I do watch some games.
It's, I mean, like, what do you look at some of the younger players then in the PSL? Do you think any of them can make it? Because you've made the step successfully. So if you look at the PSL now, the young players that you look at and you say, you know what, this guy, he can really push, and it's always better for the younger players to go through because then they have much more time to get to the highest level.
I can't say by names, but
Mm,
what I can say, there's a lot of players can come this side and express their talent because us as South Africans, I think God gave us talent. We are very skillful, but just that the matter of you know right timing, to apply everything, at the
mm,
right moment, at the right time, and then I think everything's going like it's gonna. Everything's like gonna follow, everything's gonna follow.
mm,
And I can say also, fans to be not too harsh to these players, because I mean, players like at the age of 19, 20, you can't be putting so much pressure. Those players, they need love. They still need to experience some, to have to gain some experience. I feel sometimes as fans, so we tend to put more pressure to these upcoming youngsters, and we forget they are still young, and then they need love and they need to grow, as players, so that they can express more of their talent.
mm. I mean, it's a very apt to say that at this moment because your former team does have a lot of young players that you probably know very well. Your Samkelos, your Duduzis, your Mfundus, all these young players that is stepping up into that space and potentially feeling the same type of pressure that you felt. I know when you came out, people was like the Coach Arthurs and the coaches at the head coaches at the time were speaking highly of you, and so like, I mean, what advice do you give them because you felt that same pressure that they're feeling now?
Yeah, hence I'm saying, um, actually, the players, and then obviously, like, it goes with the pressure that they feel. It's what I felt before, Um, I'm pleading, or the only thing that I'm pleading is like for fans just to be, more patient, to allow the boys, to grow and then to make mistakes,
Mhm.
because in order to in some of the things you need to feel the pressure, but you have to give them the room of mistakes, to make mistakes, those players, and eventually they will come on top.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. And also to the players also to be like not to mind more things that are happening outside. The only thing that you can control is the thing, something that is happening within the environment, not to pay more attention on what people say,
mm.
for their mental health, in terms of in order for them to perform, they need to be happy first on themselves.
What what's the type of conversations that you've had with Coach Hugo since coming into the squad? He speaks very highly of you. I know he rates you quite highly. So what is the type of conversations that you've had with him? Obviously you're looking forward to AFCON in the end of the year and the 2026 FIFA World Cup if we get there.
Yeah, I had some few conversation with him. I know what he wants. He's an honest person, you know. He's an honest person, and then obviously there are some objective, you know, for as a as a national team uh to achieve, you know, and we know all the goals, you know, as players, and you know, um, for me to go there, there's a reason why he called me, and then we spoke about it. That there's a goal as a team. We want to achieve this goal. Now we achieved to play AFCON, and then now the next thing is to qualify um FIFA World Cup, you know, and those were clear goals for us as players to achieve, you know, and I think we pulling in the right direction as players, and for me, Hugo Bros has done a lot of good things, you know, for our nation so far. So I'm happy for him as a coach also to have him to have the opportunity to be coached by him.
Mm. It must be a good environment also to be in now because you saw the CAF Awards nominations last night. Ronza is up for, African Footballer of the Year, Goalkeeper of the Year, Interclub. Bruce is up for Coach of the Year. So there must be a good environment brewing in the squad because many of the players also said it's nice to be in Bafana camp these days.
Yeah, it's nice having players to be surrounded players like Ronza. I mean, you see how type of what type of a player he is. You know, not just the only just a player, but also a leader. He's a good leader for to us all as players. You know, in
Mm,
terms of uh, in terms of giving good leadership, you know,
mm,
for upcoming players. You know, they are still young players in the within the squad. You know, giving them encouragement. You know, to express their talent. You know, and
mm,
then I think Ronza is playing a huge role in terms of giving those players freedom to express themselves. You can see him even inside the field. He's more like a coach. You know, how
mm.
he lead his back four, and you know, yeah. So I think players like Ronza and Shishi, they play a big role in the squad. Also mentioning all these players that are seniors, we play a big role to those upcoming players to express themselves.
I mean, Ronza is also one of the players that was highly criticized, like coming through, and he's overcome this and become one of our most important players, one of the biggest players in Africa. So I'm sure he's one that does inspire the rest of the group. But you're talking about the youngsters. You're playing next to a quite fairly young player, Rushwan Dodley. What have you made of his quality playing next to him? Left-footed centre back, obviously maybe Hugo is looking at a defender that complements you. The fast, pacey, aggressive, the guy who takes on and where he covers you and things like that. What have you made of him?
I think it's a matter of finding the right balance in terms of coaching perspective. You know,
Mm,
finding the right balance of players. You know, and I think so far. Um, Dudley has been doing good for the nation, you know, for the
mm,
country. And then you get few players like him, quality players like him that play with the left footer, you know. Most of center backs we have right footed players, you know. And
mm,
then he's not only just a left footer, but he's doing quite well for the nation, you know. Yeah, I think and there's so much more, you know. To come, and also there's always a room of improvement as a player. He's still growing, you know. We need
mm,
to be patient for him, and then he's gonna to the club that he plays, more especially to the club that he plays. I think he's a quality player,
mm.
no doubt about it.
You've played with Mvala, you've played with Kekan, you've played with him. Which one have you enjoyed most playing with?
Different players and different characters. I would say all of them I feel comfortable to play with them, and because I mean, if you can look Mvala, if you can look Kekane, if you can look CBC, all these players that I play with, they play a major role in their teams, and they are very important for the squad, for their teams. Yeah, I can say if you have been given the opportunity, because I understand what type of players that I'm dealing with, I understand the type of player they are. I'm comfortable to play with anyone.
Look, I just as I end this now, I just got two questions for you. I joked about it that your calendar has one fixture, which is the Manchester United. What is your thoughts behind that Manchester United fixture? And secondly, you've had an amazing 2024. What do you hope to achieve in 2025?
Um, yeah, actually, I've been thinking about this since the draw of since we've been in the same group with Manchester United, and for me it's a dream come true. Playing against the team that I support.
Mm,
Manchester. If you can see, like, it's rich in history, and you know
mm,
just playing against them, I feel like it for me it's a dream come true, because it's a team that I grew up supporting in the EPL.
mm.
So I mean, I felt like everything, it's coming together right now, at this moment, and um, I can't wait. I can't wait, because every training session, every chance that I get, every workout that I do, I always think about Manchester. It's kind of like, I can say,
Your dream
motivate.
club.
It's a motivation itself. It's a motivation itself, and I hope to play that game, because right now I'm getting some injuries that I don't understand. But I hope I will play that game. I hope to play that game. And coming back to your question again about 2024, heading to 2025. I mean, I've achieved, but I don't think I'll limit myself, and I feel like it's not enough, until I see and I look back and I say I'm proud of myself. I still hungry for more. I can say I'm still hungry for more, to achieve more things.
Mm. Look,
Yes.
I mean, you're keeping it short and sweet. So if hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll get another opportunity to speak to you so we can see exactly how things unfold for you, because what we've seen so far has been really exceptional. Your rise, your consistency, and obviously we hope that your injury troubles gets past you in 2025 and you overcome that. So just thank you for giving me some of your time speaking to us. And yeah, I'll see you in the next international break, hopefully in March, when you come back for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Ciao,
Cheers.
ciao. Cheers, Pat.